match, Witcher and Jade Cargill getting ready to tie it on. This is going to be how we do the podcast. This is going to be the thing right here on how we do the podcast. I just want to show you guys this camera one more time, but this is how it's going to be. So hopefully the sound is good on that. I really like these newly designed title belts.
It's scheduled for one fall. Making their way to the ring, representing the Bikers from Austin, Texas, the WCW Women's World Champion, the Superstar Tony the Witch Cox.
Like they were good before, but I really like these title belts. I think I figured it out. Figured out how to make them work better. Both the men and the women love it. But current women's WCW World Champion, she will be putting that title belt on the line at Halloween Havoc, but not tonight. She will be facing off against a former WCW Women's World Champion and considered to be the greatest WCW Women's Champion of all time. Ozzy will be facing off against Witcher at Havoc. But before she gets to that, the current Miss Money in the Bank will be facing off against Witcher tonight. No title belts on the line, no briefcases on the line, just two women getting in the ring and hooking it up. Two women getting in the ring trying to put on a match worthy of being called our main event.
And from Vero Beach, Florida, the Universal Women's International Champion,
And it's crazy. Again, we talk about belts that look like they were made for people. You look at this title belt, and it almost perfectly goes with Jade Cargill's outfit. So, belt was made way before Jade Cargill signed with the WCW, but the Universal Divas Champion, making her way down to the ring, will face off against Witcher, the current WCW Women's World Champion. If that was possible, Sentinel, she would. Maybe the name of her bike is the Broom. Broom, broom. A broom, broom, broom. So here we go. Two very different styles of fighting in most regards, but one thing where they kind of line up, one thing where they kind of overlap is these are like two bar style fighters. Like they are definitely brawlers, both the Witch and Jade Cargill. So which one will come out on top tonight? Now, you got to give a slight edge as far as the power goes to Jade, but then you got to give a slight edge to Witcher as far as the speed. So, both of them very different. One works on slams, one works on submissions. Very, very interesting. Witcher now taking her to the outside, and this is a smart thing to do, especially if you're the one that's on the wrong side of the power. Very smart to take her outside the ring as long as you can maintain control, as long as you can stay in control. And the Witcher wisely getting in a few moves and then getting back inside. And oh, not so wisely there. Jumps out, misses the move. Jade stands still, lets her fall short, and then boot right upside her face. Just a boot right to the scunion. And Jade Cargill now back in control of this match. Witcher controlling it there for a little bit. God was sweepy. That's what happens. You get a bunch of soldiers in here. And Marines. Oh, Witch now working on the head area, trying to lock in. Doesn't look like she has it locked in quite all the way, but trying to get that sleeper hold applied to Jade. But because of the height difference, I'm not sure she could get that locked in as tightly as she wanted to get it locked in. And remember, Jade can cash in this Money in the Bank thing at any time. Does she cash it in at Halloween Havoc? Does she wait? Like, who knows? She's already cashed it in one time. Then had to go back and win it again. It did not work out for her last time and tries to do it, but instead, Witcher gets it turned around. Toss a coin to your Witcher in the Valley of Plenty. Witcher now getting after Jade. Again, going back after that head. Jade on the ground. Witcher rolls her over. And again, you can see, like, you think that's all a body move, but you can see her head bouncing off the floor right there. Witcher now picks her up, flips her over, hits her with that cutter. 2. And Jade kicking out with some authority plus, but now Witcher setting up for the Witch's Brew. Can she get it in? Can she lock it in and put Jade to sleep? Jade, no. Jade fights through it. Thought that might have been it, but now Jade trying to fight back. Witcher going, okay, I guess I got to use the entire ring. Goes off, springboard. Witcher now getting fired up. We've seen her do this before. And Jade able to roll out of the ring. And this time, off that top rope to the outside, she does hit it. Missed it before, hits it this time, and now using the outside to try to weaken Jade up so that next time she applies the brew, the Witch's Brew, Jade might fall asleep. She jumps in, and remember, no title belts on the line. Jade, the current Divas champion. Witcher, the current WCW World Champion. But Witcher going in, resetting the count, then coming back out and still going after Jade with a vengeance. Goes up top again. Is this going to be a mistake? Jade gets back up to her feet. Don't know if she sees the witch, but what is that? Witcher hits her with it. Hits her with that drop kick, and now Jade able to start fighting back. Jade's like, I got to get back in this ring. You can see Jade moving a lot slower than she was before it happened. Both women talking trash to one another. Jade coming out on top of that exchange right there. And Jade looking like she wants to try to get her in it. Try to finish it. Big boot. Grabs the leg, rolls it up. 1, 2, and only a 1 count. Now, you talked about some authority being used on the last one. You can see it going on right now. Witcher kicking out with some authority. Jade Cargill saying, get up. Witcher says, all right, Rose, the Skedios. Hits her with it. That is the finisher for Jade. And Witcher again able to kick out. Look at Jade's face. She says, what? Let me do some push-ups. We're not worthy indeed. Witcher gets up and, oh, hits her with the Witch's Brew for the second time, but Jade able to hook a foot into those ropes. Referee calling for the rope break. And look at this. This might make it all over, but the crying. Ever since she has introduced that move, we have seen it in every single match she has been involved in. Now sucking the energy out of Jade. You can see Jade laying on the ground. Witcher now taking it up to the top. Hits her with the move, and is this going to be it? 1, 2, 3. And Witcher, after the life-sucking move, wins the match going into Halloween Havoc. But wait a second. What is this? Oh, she doesn't see that coming. Jade says, Ozzy says, I remember this belt. Didn't used to look like this when I held on to it. And maybe that's why Ozzy is back. Ozzy wanting a shot at that title belt, letting her know that she will be ready at Halloween Havoc. Guys, that is going to do it for us here tonight. Remember